Welcome to a tribe called Swish. My name is B Moore. Listen to the podcast, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So this is an emergency pod. We weren't really going to do another pod until probably Friday, but the NBA was NBAing today, so we have to talk about some things. We're going to talk about the Denver Nuggets, and we're going to talk about this stupid GOAT discussion that happened on ESPN with PK Subban. First, the Nuggets decided to make a choice, a big one, and that was to fire the championship-winning coach Michael Malone and GM Calvin Booth. Before we go any further, let's remember, he's the all-time winningest coach in Nuggets history. He's the only championship-winning coach in their history. So let's not put the cart before the horse. He earned the right to go out better than this at the end of the season with like 4 games left. But with that said, let's talk about the reality. The Nuggets are 3-7 in their last 10 games, and they have looked awful. This team, as they've been playing, is not championship caliber. We're the number 2 seed, and now they're in a 3-way tie for the 4 seed, and every game down the stretch means the world. So where did the Nuggets go wrong? Let's start with the liquidation of talent after the championship run. Defensive stalwart and timely scorers like Bruce Brown and KCP left town. The lack of development from Peyton Watson has been crippling to this team. Michael Porter Jr. regressing into a traffic cone on defense. You know what? A traffic cone may be too polite to what he's doing out there. I don't think the signing of Russ was tragic, but I would say the over-reliance on Russ was also not needed. They are a top scoring team and a middle-of-the-pack defensive team. The fact that Michael Malone has a team of non-defenders and made them respectable is a talent in itself. Sometimes Michael Malone's personality grates on my nerves, but you know, he's a damn good coach. He's responsible for turning Joker loose on the league. Because you can't tell me if Jokic went to Sacramento, we would be seeing this kind of dominance. But the person who I blame the most out of all this is the GM, Calvin Booth. Tim Connolly left you the blueprint, and what did you do? You blow it. It must have looked like a mountain of cocaine the way he was able to destroy the future of this franchise. Did Calvin Booth even watch the games? Did you not see that all you needed was someone to help this struggling defensive team? It's like, make a move, try something, shake up the roster. A better bet? Ship Michael Porter Jr. the hell out of Denver. You can find a 3-and-D guy on the market. I get it. You want to keep the core together. But other teams were improving, and you kept trying to remix the 2022-23 season. Decisions will need to be made about this team. Tough ones, hard ones. Do you want to keep Michael Porter Jr.? Do you want to keep Jamal Murray? Because Jamal Murray only plays half the season. Now, as I said before in the previous pod, in the playoffs, Jamal Murray looks like Michael Jordan at times. But you have to get to the playoffs. And with him missing a lot of time, sometimes getting to the playoffs is tough. His lack of availability is putting undue pressure on Jokic. And not just undue, unfair. When those two are together and are clicking, Denver is easily one of the best teams in the league. Their pick and roll combo is probably the most unstoppable play in the NBA right now. If you've seen Jokic play in the last 2 weeks, you know he's not happy. He's looking around at his teammates and he doesn't trust any of them. He's putting them on his back and he's trying to carry these guys across the finish line. He's averaging a triple-double for Christ's sake. There isn't much more he can do, so something has to change. Unfortunately, at this point in the season, it's just the coaches. Michael Malone deserved better, and he's only 2 years from the championship, and he goes out like this. But as the wise Sean Carter once said, things just ain't the same for gangsters. Last topic of this emergency pod. The Lakers. I know all the knob swallowers are jumping back on their rods. Calm down. Have some respect for yourself. Wipe your mouths. This team had an impressive win against OKC, and that happens. A team with 64 wins is going to have a game like that. They just lost to Houston the prior night. They're just trying to make it to the postseason now. Once the 70-win total was not possible, you kind of see a shift in the attitude of the players, which is, normal. They are 1 win from home court advantage throughout the playoffs. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. The Lakers shot 55% from the field and 55% from three-point land. You think that's sustainable? Okay, cool, maybe, sure. They're going to have out of their mind playoff performances with this team, shooting 55% from the field and three-point line every single night. Cool. Okay, bro. Considering that they normally shoot 48% and 36%, that is not something that's sustainable. Listen, they went above the average, and so they're going to regress to the mean, and that's normal, and that's okay. I'm okay with being excited that the Lakers matter. I get it. They're a marquee franchise. But y'all have to stop with the championship or bust thing. This is not a championship team. And look, it's the NBA. Anything can happen. Cool, but y'all have to relax. So the Thunder had an off night, and it wasn't really due to the Lakers' defense. They just had a poor shooting night. What the Lakers did do better is the Lakers had a big advantage on the boards, and that's something that is sustainable. So once they had that hot shooting first half, you can see the Thunder, their heart was in it. The Thunder kind of lost their thunder, pun intended. But I expect the Thunder to win tonight, and mainly because the way they played Sunday was disgraceful. That's not the team we've seen all season. The Lakers still can't win the West, and I don't want to say can't because anything can happen. That is the beauty of the NBA. But one more thing before I put this pod to bed. PK Subban, whatever. Saying that Ovechkin is a greater GOAT than LeBron is easily one of the most ridiculous statements I've heard. He's not even the GOAT in his sport. Forget the sport, his era. There is still a debate if he's actually better than Sidney Crosby or even Patrick Kane. Connor McJesus may very well break his record if he's able to play long enough. PK Subban had to take his too tight suit on ESPN and just shit on LeBron like he's some longtime Republican. Look, I'm not a LeBron guy. Meaning, I like LeBron. I don't love him, but I do like him and respect him. I respect his game. I respect everything he's brought to the league and all of his accomplishments. He is in my personal top 5. He's below Kobe and Mike. But when we are having objective conversations about the GOAT of GOATs in American sports, LeBron is in the conversation. This is a fact. You go with Bonds, Gretzky, Lemieux, Jordan, Brady, Deion Sanders, etc. You can't have this conversation without mentioning LeBron James. There are probably 10 to 15 people in the history of American sports that I would get to before I even think of Ovi. That's not to say he's not a great player, but you
stay off the damn weed.
You have to lay off the Fox News. It's a historically bad take that unfortunately went viral. So all it did was make this idiot more popular. We should have never invited him to speak on the NBA All-Star game. Now he thinks he can speak on basketball matters. He needs to just shut up and speak hockey. Or what do the conservatives say? Yeah, shut up and skate. Yeah, that. So that's the end of the emergency pod. This is B More from A Tribe Called Swish. Thank you for watching. Talk to you next time. Peace.